The world is always changing, and each year, new and creative projects are built to meet the wants of a population that is always growing. In 2023, some of the most ambitious and amazing engineering projects ever done will be finished. These projects are pushing the limits of what is possible and will change the way we live, work, and move. Here are the top 10 biggest mega projects under construction in 2023, from tall buildings to huge transportation networks. But before we move on to the main part of the video, I would really appreciate it if you subscribe to our channel and also press the bell icon for regular future updates. Let's get started. Number 10. The Line. Saudi Arabia's ambition to make tourism its main source of income has led to a lot of big, bold projects. The $500 billion megacity NEOM is the most interesting of these planned projects. Last year, NEOM made news around the world when it showed pictures of The Line, an unheard-of skyscraper with two 500-meter-tall mirrored walls that stretch 170 kilometers through the desert. Most people who talked about the idea after it was announced didn't think it would ever happen. But Saudi Arabia shocked the world when it showed a video from a drone that seemed to show that excavation was now going on at the site. The line is meant to have room for 9 million people when it's done, and the first people could move in just 7 years in 2030. Number 9. Wasl Tower. This incredible structure is 302 meters tall and is just across the border from Saudi Arabia. But what makes it stand out is its unique, twisted, asymmetrical shape that makes it look like it's moving. To top it all off, the Wasl Tower will have the tallest ceramic facade in the area. This will make it a real architectural masterpiece. But that's not all. The engineers who built the tower also used different ways to shade and cool it so that it would be comfortable even during Dubai's hot summers. With 56 of the 64 stories done, the Wasl Tower should be done by 2024. Number 8. Eko Atlantic City. Africa sure has the world's fastest growing megacity. Lagos is preparing to unveil its brand new $6 billion banking hub, situated on the picturesque coast of the Atlantic Ocean. This modern metropolis is being built on ground that was once underwater. It will have a lot of tall skyscrapers, expensive homes, and hip shopping centers. Some of the buildings are still in the planning stages, but Lagos already has a great road system and relationships with some of the best financial institutions in the world. The most exciting news came in March 2022, when the U.S. government said it would spend more than $500 million to build a new port in the city. The project is expected to be completed in 2027. Number 7. Merdeka Tower. Malaysia is set to open the highly anticipated Merdeka Tower in mid-2023. This soaring structure will be the second tallest building in the world, reaching a stunning height of 678 meters. The tower is already 92% completed, making it highly likely that the ambitious deadline will be met. Last year, Merdeka Tower surpassed Shanghai Tower to claim its place as the world's second biggest building. Kuala Lumpur already boasts two other impressive buildings, the Exchange 106 and the Petronas Twin Towers. But with the addition of the Merdeka Tower, the city's skyline is now one of the most recognizable and awe-inspiring in the world. Number 6. Western Sydney Airport. In the land down under, an $11 billion airport is being built in Western Sydney. This is the biggest project in Australia's history. The airport will cover an area of 1,780 hectares. Already, concrete has been put into the airport's foundations, and half of the work on a 10 million passenger terminal is done. The airport site, which is 3 times the size of Sydney's central business district, is being built by more than 4,000 people. Even though La Nina caused Sydney to get the heaviest rains on record in 2022, construction of the airport is still on schedule, and the first flight is set for 2026. Number 5. MSG Sphere. In 2023, the world's largest sphere will be home to a new place to have fun in Las Vegas, Nevada. Since 2019, work has been going on to build the MSG Sphere. The venue's steel exosphere was finished in June 2022. When it's done, the MSG Sphere will be home to music and entertainment. It stands 112 meters tall and 157 meters wide, making it the world's biggest sphere. The sphere is meant to be the center of entertainment in Las Vegas, and it can hold up to 20,000 people at once. The sphere has displays inside and out that are bigger than 3 football fields, which will make it a very special place to be. Number 4. Rail Baltica. As Europe heads into the new year, they hope to speed up work on several important transportation megaprojects. One of these is Rail Baltica, which is the largest project for building infrastructure in East Europe. Europe is already thought to be the most connected place on Earth. Rail Baltica is another step in this direction because it aims to connect the 5 Baltic countries to the train network in Europe. The project will build 870 kilometers of train line through Poland, Lithuania, Latvia, Estonia, and Finland over 10 years. During construction, there will be 7 passenger stops and 3 freight stations. Trains will be able to go as fast as 234 kilometers per hour. The European Union will pay for most of the $6 billion project because of its importance for the whole continent. Number 3. Flamanville 3. Europe is working faster on both new skyscrapers and huge transportation megaprojects. They are also working faster on nuclear power megaprojects to meet the growing energy needs of the people. The EDF, which is owned by the French government, is working on a nuclear reactor that is more powerful and will last longer. This will replace its aging power sources and help France send more nuclear power. The Flamanville 3 EPR project, on the other hand, is more than a decade behind schedule and much more expensive than planned. But because of a series of costly delays, the price has gone up to $14 billion. Due to bad welds, it was reported early in 2022 that the project would not be finished until the end of 2023. But now, the work to fix things is also behind plan. Number 2. ITER. Today's nuclear reactors are critical power sources, but initiatives are underway to drastically change nuclear power generation. Global scientists are developing a sustainable fusion reaction that generates more energy than fission reactors without greenhouse impacts and with far lower and shorter radioactivity. Several methods are being tested for this. The $22 billion ITER is one of them. Southern France hosts the international megaproject. China, India, Japan, South Korea, Russia, and the US will each finance half of the construction, with the EU covering half. China, the EU, and the US made fusion advancements in 2022, boosting ITER. California scientists performed the first net energy-gaining nuclear fusion process. The UK Jet Fusion Energy Project shattered a 24-year-old nuclear fusion energy output record. Chinese scientists built the first full-size enhanced heat flux wall panels, fundamental components. The reactor's most important core component is the panel, which can survive surface plasma ion temperatures 10 times hotter than the sun. Even though ITER is an experimental reactor, if it works, it could lead to a new energy source. Number 1. New Silk Road. China's massive Belt Road plan will reach new milestones as it approaches its 10th anniversary in 2023. The $900 billion project is a trade route under development to reopen channels between China and its neighbors in the West, Central Asia, the Middle East, and Europe. This project will encompass both land and maritime routes by upgrading and building new roadways, railways, ports, and pipelines. China has strong economic reasons to build the new Silk Road. It will connect 65% of the world's population. It will link 68 countries by land and sea. This is China's plan to rebuild the ancient Silk Road. So that was all for today. Which of these mega projects do you find most interesting? Let me know in the comment section below. Also, give this video a big thumbs up. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video.